Hello guys, Belle here. We are going to be taking a look at the Enhancement Shaman currently in Legion Alpha. I did choose my handy dandy little dwarf here. I did want to make sure that I did highlight your artifact weapons here, your Doom Hammer, and your Fury of the Stone Mother. I don't think I know I knew about Doom Hammer, but I don't melee, so I don't really pay attention to the melee weapons. But looks pretty good. I do appreciate the little nuances of animation that they did there. And if you have not seen any of the previous videos to see your new condensed stat window here, this is the new stat window. Pretty amazing. I have no reputation, which isn't shocking. So let's jump into what it looks like being enhancement. Now, you guys should also know, in the interest of full disclosure, Belle doesn't melee, so this is going to be quite funny when I show you guys the spells for how this breaks down. Now, for enhancement, this is what you're looking like for your spells here. I don't think I had that on there. I don't know if I remember what that did previously, but we'll go ahead and we'll put these right here because I want to make sure that I'm highlighting this stuff for you. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff here, guys. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. Looks like I already had Frostband on there. A lot of cool things here. I may or may not have known about them because I don't melee, so I have never even stepped into an enhancement spec. So I am going to be talking about what it looks like in Legion, and some of this might be new to me, so let me just sit here in awe. Let's talk about what it looks like to be enhancement and what some of your core abilities are. So your core combat abilities are going to be your Rock Biter, Flame Tongue, Wind Fury, Lava Lash, Storm Strike, Maelstrom Weapon, Storm Fury. Your mastery here is going to be your enhanced elements, which obviously you're a shaman, that's pretty normal. And then your enhancement specific talent is going to be the Sundering, which I do have on my bar so that I can make sure that I showcase. Pretty sure, did I take that talent? Yeah, I do have Sundering here as one of my talents. So let's talk about our talents in Legion and what this looks like. So for your first set, you have Wind Song, which is an instant ability. It is on a 45-second cooldown. This lashes at your enemy for a certain amount of nature damage and enhances your weapons with the wind, increasing your attack speed by 20% for 15 seconds. Super, super useful. Your Hot Hand is your passive ability. Melee attacks with Flame Tongue active make your next Lava Lash cost no Maelstrom and deal 100% increased damage. And then, of course, you have your Boulder Fist. This does replace your Rock Biter, and with that, it is on a 5.73 second recharge. Slams your target with the power of stone, dealing a certain amount of nature damage and enhancing your weapons for 10 seconds. Now increasing your critical strike chance by 10% and all the damage you deal by 5. This does also generate your Maelstrom, so this is going to be super important for generating that, which I have it on my bar twice and not 100% sure why. For your Level 30 set, you have Rainfall. This is a 10-second cooldown. It blankets the target area in healing, rain, restoring a certain amount of health to up to 6 allies over 10 seconds. Storm Strike and Lava Lash extend the duration of the Rainfall by 3 seconds, which is pretty useful. Can do it up to a maximum of 30 seconds. I think this is going to be super useful in a lot of situations, including PvP, if you so choose to make use and actually want to heal your people. Your Feral Lunge, this is an instant ability, is on a 30-second cooldown. This does lunge at your enemy as a ghostly wolf, biting them to deal, well, rounded up to about 40k physical damage. Keep in mind this is with the base stats that I have on the Wild Combatant gear, as well as my artifact weapon that they do give you when you roll a brand new 110 on the PvP server. For this next set, your Lightning Surge Totem, of course, your Earth Grab Totem, and your Voodoo Totem. These are things that we know, and these are going to be used situationally, either PvE and PvP related. Once again, here's your Lightning Shield. You are having to choose between some of your more powerful abilities and your Lightning Shield, which, of course, you know, does surround yourself with a shield lightning for 1 hour and has a chance to deal some additional nature damage. The nature damage that it has a chance to deal doesn't really seem like it's going to be useful in a lot of situations, but it is there for you to be able to utilize. Now, with your Ancestral Swiftness, this is also a passive ability. This does increase your haste and your attack speed by 10%. this could be pretty useful, but I'm pretty much about Sundering here. This does cost 60 Maelstrom. It's instant, and it is on a very small 40-second cooldown. That's not a very, I mean, it's at least smaller than, like, say, a 3-minute. This does shatter a line of earth in front of you, causing an extreme amount of physical damage. This is almost basically rounding it up to 200k and knocking enemies to the side. I'm excited to show you what this looks like because I actually haven't seen it yet. For your next set, which is your level 75, you have Tempest. This, your Stormbringer now affects the next 2 Storm Strikes. It is a passive ability. You also have Overcharge. This is also a passive ability. Your Lightning Bolt now consumes up to 60 Maelstrom for up to 1,500% increased damage, but has an 8.6 second cooldown. Holy cow, that is a lot of damage, guys. You also have Landslide, which Boulder Fist now also enhances your weapon, increasing your attack power by 20% for 10 seconds, which is also pretty powerful. But I'm going to test out this Overcharge when we do this so that you guys can see what that looks like. For your level 90, you have Crashing Storm. This is another passive ability. Crashing Lightning also electrifies the ground, leaving the electrical field behind with damage, which does damage the enemies within it. We're looking at probably about 50k for your base nature damage over 6 seconds. Pretty nice. I am choosing this because I do want to show you what the animation looks like. For Hailstorm, that is also another passive ability. Your Frostband now also enhances your weapon's damage, causing each of your weapon attacks to also deal about 2k frost damage. I guess this is kind of cool. I could see some instances when you would use it. Because I don't melee, you guys would know more than me. If you're all my enhancement shamans out there would know when this would be useful. Your empowered Stormlash. Stormlash now spreads to 1 additional target and deals 30% additional damage. This, I know that this could be really useful because of the additional damage and because it does spread to another target. That's going to be a pretty good damage output. Now, for my previous video, which was the Elemental, I did choose Ascendance in that instance so that we could show you guys what that looked like. You get to transform into that Air Ascendance for 15 seconds, generating 4 Maelstrom per 4 seconds. That's pretty legit. I like it. It looked pretty nice, so if you want a chance to check that out, go to the Elemental video on the channel, and you can see what that looks like. This is on a 3-minute cooldown, but it's pretty beastly, so it should be on that cooldown. The Fury of Air, this takes... This is instant. It creates a vortex of wind 8 yards around you. This does deal some damage. Does about 7k damage every 1 second to enemies caught in the storm and slowing them by 30% for 3 seconds. I can see a lot of instances in PvP when this would be useful for sure, and solo leveling as well. Your Earthen Spike, this is going to be a 20-second cooldown. It is an instant ability. Does summon an Earth Spike under the enemy that deals 100k, we're rounding up here, 100k physical damage, and increasing physical and nature damage you deal to the target by 10% for 10 seconds. I'm actually going to grab that up because I want to see what that looks like, so we'll drop that right down there so we can see what that Earth Spike looks like. So now that we've been through the talents, I want to have you guys take a look and see what this looks like. Please don't make fun of me for my melee abilities because it sucks. It just is what it is. I don't melee, guys. I don't pretend to melee. So let me just drop your totem. I want you guys to just take a gander at the newly refreshed totems. They did such a good job with these totems, guys. If you guys are shamans, you should just rejoice because they really did a good job with those. Your Doom Winds is going to be the first ability that you do get from your artifact weapon. I do want to show you what that looks like. That's pretty legit. It procs, auto increase chances, does all those cool things. Only a 45-second cooldown, so that's really not a lot. While we're doing that, I wanted to show you the Feral Spirit. It is a 2-minute cooldown. This is going to summon these 2 badass fucking wolves. I don't know if this is, I think this is new. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I don't enhancement, but man, did I love this. You have your fire, you have your electric here. This is just so freaking, lightning and fire. Can you imagine? We're making glass here, guys, and not the kind you smoke. Let's not make this weird. So I was waiting for your Doom Winds to go on cooldown because I wanted to show you if you wanted to see what that damage looks like here. Let's melee. I don't melee, so here's what we're looking at. Some of these abilities here in case you guys needed to see them. I don't have none of my keybinds on here, so if you hear the clicking of the mouse, it just is what it is. I want to be able to use this. I want to show you what that looks like. Oh, that's so nice. That's all very pretty. I'm digging it. Why can't I use this? Feral lunge. Lunge at your enemy and a ghostly wolf by biting them. I don't know why. Do I have to be farther away then? Oh, I do. Oh, okay. I'm digging the vibe. See, guys, I don't melee. Don't make fun of me. So here you go. That's a look at your spell animations and what you're looking at playing Enhancement. I don't do the cha-cha. See, I like to just sit still. And we'll proc that just to see what kind of damage numbers we're getting in case you were interested in seeing those and how that works out. This is the damage that you're looking at. Let's generate some Maelstrom here so that we can use some of these abilities. And yeah, that's what you're looking at. Hope you're liking the damage that you are seeing. This is, of course, with the artifact weapon, and I'm probably not doing my rotation properly. Ooh, yeah, that's that Earth Spike. I liked that. I really, really like what they did with Enhancement here, and I'm appreciating all the little nuances of the spell animations. I think this is going to be really fun gameplay if you guys are Enhancement, or if you're considering even playing Enhancement. Hope you guys liked my Enhancement video. Please make sure if you're watching this and you took the time to listen to the sound of my soothing voice, that you go ahead and give this video a like on the YouTube channel. If you are new to PWNCAST YouTube channel, make sure you give the channel a subscribe so that you can stay up to date on all your Legion Alpha news, as well as your World of Warcraft gameplay. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I am off in search of the land of tacos. One day, guys, I will find it.